Hello everyone to a new video on my channel Everything Everywhere. I hope you don't mind the noise. It's noisy where I live. I can't do anything about it. Last week I posted a video about the new series The Rings of Power, and I was so emotional. I wasn't well prepared, so I didn't go through all the points I wanted to talk about. So I'm making this video as a follow-up, and I've watched people reviewing the episodes that came out so far, and watching YouTubers review the series is more entertaining for me than watching the series itself. I am sure I cannot get this entertained by watching Rings of Power. So let's get to the points I want to talk about. In the last video, it was dedicated to diversity. I almost talked about nothing but diversity, so we'll skip over this point. I will not discuss it again. And I came prepared this time, and I wrote down my points. So let's start from the very beginning. The first red flag. When they announced the series and they said that Amazon wants their own Game of Thrones. This is the one big red flag. Everything else that comes after is nothing. It's just a consequence. When you mention this abysmal work, Game of Thrones, I don't care if it's good. I don't care if it's praised up and down. It's not good. Nothing that is based on nudity, forbidden relationships, and basically everything that is filthy in the world can be good. And even if the story of Game of Thrones is good and it has good points, no, you can't make a very lovely cake, decorated, magnificent and everything, and you dump a big pile of mud on it and you say it's still good. No, it's not. I will admit that Game of Thrones have had a very very good talented cast of, the actors were big names, and that's as far praise for me as it gets. I will not praise Game of Thrones more than this. So the thing used to be that when people compared Game of Thrones to The Lord of the Rings, we said, no way of comparison here, honey. You are comparing a worm to a dragon. No, you can't do this. So when Amazon announced that they want their own Game of Thrones, oh no, this is not good. This is not good. It can never be good. So when the series did come out, even before that, there were hints. We could see, we have eyes, and we could see that the elves, they don't look good at all. These beings are supposed to be ethereal, divine. They are the closest things to angels. I know that the Valars are the angels basically, but elves to humans, maybe they are so angelic, especially for the old ones like Galadriel. It is said that in her eyes you could see still reflected the light of the two trees. Tell me, does this look like the face of a woman that has the light of the two trees in her eyes? Now compare this to our beloved real Lady Galadriel. Look at the smile, so serene, so peaceful. It puts you at ease. She looks the part. She is an elf, and beyond the fact that she is an elf, her personality, Galadriel herself, she has this air around her, this benevolent smile. like, I don't know why they didn't like her and they decided to change her, but she is very complicated. Who said that she isn't strong? Like, she has strong magic. We can see this from two scenes, like the scene when she was putting herself to test in front of the ring, like to see if she could resist the temptation, and Frodo was terrified. And that other scene in The Hobbit when she went against Sauron, like the shadow of Sauron, he wasn't fully revived. Like, this is one terrifying lady. So what do? They take away all her power and they give her nothing. They basically make her human. And this is what they did to all elves. They make elves human. Like, elves are supposed to be more beautiful than humans, than your average human. Aside from the divine look, like that halo around them, they are supposed to be physically attractive, very, very attractive. I haven't seen a single elf that looks like more than the average human. And what is really annoying is that why all male elves have short hair. Like, so far I've seen only one count one elf, one man with long hair, and everyone else, they have short hair. Why? This is one feature. This is one characteristic, one basic characteristic of elves. They have long flowy hair, very beautiful. They have this luxurious look around them. Luxurious hair, luxurious clothes, beautiful faces. Like, why are you doing this? And the actor who's playing Erla, I can't say it. You know who I'm talking about. Lord Elrond. Yes, this is how you say it. Lord Elrond. He looks like a truck stepped on his face. I don't know, like, I've seen a picture of the actor outside of the work, and he looks fine. He looks attractive. But why does he look like this in the series? I don't know. They don't make him look good at all. Dwarves are fine. Like, you can't expect ethereal beauty from dwarves. They are like more earthy, so they look fine. And surprisingly enough, for people who are not happy about us objecting to the black casting, the actress who plays Disa got some praise, because they say that she is a good actor, and her character is lovable. So now this is a conflict. Like, I am sure 100% that they didn't choose her for her acting skills. They chose her for her skin color. And what do we do now? Like, in this world, we shouldn't have black actors playing elves and or dwarves or hobbits. Humans are acceptable, but not very, really. So what do we do with Disa now? Should we paint her white? Like, this is more offensive. Like, we have a good actress in our hands. What do we do to make her look the part? Paint her white because she's not white? This is more offensive, dude. You can do this. Yani, like, choose your people right. And I will give praise to one character, Nori. She looks very cute. She looks very hobbity. Like, she is like the right image of hobbits. Just remove these rags, put her in good hobbit clothes, clean her face, brush her hair, make it look nice, and She is a very good hobbit. Look at her with her rosy cheeks and her big curious eyes. This is a good casting choice here, but it is wasted because they make hobbit trash, like literal literally and figuratively. Like, look how dirty they are, and look how dirty they act. Like they got criticized for the events that happened and how they abandoned their people, and how there was like a very unpleasant comment, I like a very unpleasant hint. And it, like I said, and like many people said, if they just remove the name of the Lord of the Rings, remove the name Tolkien, make this series as their own fantasy series, it might have worked. But why do they have the need to do this? Why do they feel it? I don't know. They just want to profit off the name. So if we remove all this, the name of the very famous franchise, what are we left with? To tell you the truth, the first thing that came to my mind when I saw people reviewing the actual episodes was The Witcher. I have watched the first 2 or 3 episodes of The Witcher, and then I dropped it. Like my opinion about it, it was trying to be good. It was trying really hard to be good, but it failed. And it was putting in the annoying elements of like naked women, needlessly bad language, cursing, profanity, and bad effects, bad visual effects. So no, it wasn't worth it for me. So this is what we have here. We have a Witcher in our hands. Like, maybe we can merge the two series together and no one would notice. Like, someone with very good editing skills can do it for us. No one can notice. We were talking about who was their target audience. Like, for whom was this series made? Clearly not for Tolkien fans. Clearly not for the book fans. Clearly not for the trilogy fans. It was made for normal people, because these are the only ones that they can deceive. And the fans from the dark rings of hell. I have seen people, I think they were from Tumblr, but I don't have Tumblr. I see posts from Tumblr on Pinterest, and they were the creeps. I saw posts of the creeps shipping 2 males together, like spouting nonsense, saying, why doesn't Tolkien have more females in his stories? Like, it doesn't necessarily need to be to have, he doesn't necessarily need to have more females. Like, if he has like 2-3 women who are good, well written, they play a good role in the story, why force more? He is a man. We can't blame him for not writing more about women. Just as the same way, if a female novelist writes a novel with mainly female cast, like, you can't blame her. She's a woman. She knows women best, so she writes more about what she knows. You can do this, and clearly Tolkien does know how to write a good woman. Look at Galadriel, the real Galadriel. She is amazing. As I said, she's complicated. She has this strong personality. She has a thirst for power. But she is wise enough to handle it in the right way. and she is like, I wouldn't say physically because she uses magic, but her strength goes beyond her personality. She can be physically strong when it calls for it, when the situation calls for it. But like these dark fans, they can see what more than what is beneath their feet. Like she can, they can't see farther than that, and they just want, like, this fleeting idea comes in their head, and they say, "Ooh, what if we do this? Ooh, what if we do that? No, this is not how it goes." And you can't criticize this work really, because it's one of the most perfect works in history. Like this saga, it set up the field for all the fantasy genre, and it was well made. Tolkien put his life in this, and he was a linguist, and I really appreciate this because he paid attention to language, and I love this. So not only is it a very clean work, like morally and practically, it is clean, is made well, is morally good, is wholesome, it is warm, is full of good values, and it is well made linguistically. So why would you want to ruin this? If you don't like it, leave it alone. Go to your messed up things. Leave us alone with our things. And this is the thing. They keep saying, if you don't like it, just don't watch it. I remember from the few episodes I watched from The Witcher, there was an elf character who was black. She was black, and I didn't like it, but I said to myself, I'm not watching The Lord of the Rings. They have their own world. They are free to do what they want. I don't like the series, so no big deal. I will not watch it, and I will just go back to my films. This is how I handle it. But no, they can't handle it. Now they will not rest until they ruin our only last haven, our clean haven. They have an agenda, and they are going checking things. Like they may be doing it subtly, like diversity check. Like this is the first big check they did. Homosexuality, yes, they did. There was this girl, this woman going talking about how Elrond is gay. No, silly girl, he's not gay. He's bisexual. Did you forget that he's married and he has children? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? The only last standing work where there are relationships, good, healthy relationships between males, that says, like, not every close two male friends they don't have a thing for each other. They are just friends, and you want to ruin this for us. Like, if you, like, people, this is so annoying about the dark fans, about in any fandom, in any work. Like, they see two good male friends, oh, they are together. If they are not now, they will be in the future. Bam, here we have a couple. And our example to counter this was The Lord of the Rings. Now they want to ruin it. And like about that inappropriate hint, like, what do they want to do? Like, maybe in the next few episodes there will be a nudity scene. I don't know, maybe they will do it. Like, this is, I think this is the last thing on the list they haven't checked yet. They have checked partially. Like, they are making relationships between characters really weird. And the final thing to check on the list may be profanity, bad words, curses. They might add this soon. Like, we might find an F word flying here or there soon. And about things like the feminist figure, the bad feminist figure. I don't know how they understand feminism. Like, feminism is women rights. And what are women rights? Women have the right for education, work, and to be treated with respect, and that's it. What else? What's more on the list than this? For them is for women to rule the world basically and enslave men. This is their goal. So this is what they are doing with Galadriel. They are ruining her. They have already ruined her, and they are making her insufferable, arrogant, and stupid. Like, you can go watch all the reviews. Mostly half of the reviews are talking about Galadriel's stupidity and the stupidity of the show. Like, there there were massive holes in the plot, and I can understand, like, some of the criticism are going too far. I can understand what the writers are doing. They are trying, like I said, they are not making the series for the fans. They are making it for normal people, and normal people don't know the Lord of the Rings, so they need more explanation, but not plot holes. More explanation and more exposition doesn't mean plot holes. I didn't know anything about the Lord of the Rings when I watched it for the first time. I was, I think 13 or 14. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know there were novels until I was 17 or something, or maybe until I went to college. But I understood what was going on. I understood as far as my 14-year-old brain could manage, and as I got older, I understood more things. And this is from movies that were already made. They weren't developing, they weren't still ongoing. They were made and done long time ago. And we have 3 episodes out, and 3 episodes, they say that the duration of the episode is 1 hour, so that's 3 hours. In 3 hours, I don't think they have development, like story-wise development, as much as one of the movies. And they are planning 5 seasons, and they are planning to adapt the Second Age, which is said to be 3,400 years. And they said that there wasn't enough time to adapt this whole amount, so they were going to condense it. They had 3 hours out, and they didn't get to the point. So this is contradictory. Like, how come you are saying that you don't have enough time to adapt 3,500 years, so you were going to condense it, and then you have 3 hours out? This is 3 episodes, and you have gone nowhere with the plot, with the story. How come? And the whole understanding of true power in the series, and this is a problem with many works lately. They view true power as only brutal, forceful power. And I saw this post on Pinterest. It was taken from somewhere else, but I read it on Pinterest, about angry artists on DeviantArt, girl artists, saying how they see female artists depicting like strong girls as beasts, clawing with big claws, long teeth, fangs, and stuff, like a bestial image, and how male artists draw a strong man with guns or weapons, and they go about patriarchy, stereotypes, beauty standards, and blah blah blah, and all this nonsense. And I write to them, if you are starved, go eat. Don't blame men for your like what primitive interpretation of power. For me, myself personally, when I think of a strong female character, like with overpower, like not the standard woman walking down the street, I imagine a witch, usually with firepower, or better yet, someone like Galadriel, the real Galadriel. So here we have the center for power, the primitive power, the hand-to-hand power, claws, fangs. You use your body, and then you develop from this. You have weapons, primitive weapons, and then like more developed weapons, and maybe you can get the artsy part, make the decorations, and put craftsmen in them, and then maybe you go something like ninja, like you put the supernatural element, the superpower element with them, like you have with your weapons, but you have superpower for the body, so this adds to that, and you get higher power. And then magic, and magic has levels, like there's a weak magic that can do like really basic stuff through people around rooms, light fire or something, and there is a very very strong magic that you can put your opponent, knock your opponent down, make them fall to the ground without lifting a finger. And the example I like very much of this is Rizal from Nobles. Like there is this one scene when he is faced by this crazy man going brute force, like the primitive power. It is heightened, but it's still primitive power, going hand to hand. And Rizal, he brings him down to his knees without patting an eye. And then this guy, he goes stronger, he goes literally bigger, he grows his body, and still Rizal puts him down to his knees. And this with one finger only, he makes this guy blow up to pieces. And this is true power. Basically Galadriel again, the real Galadriel. She's capable of this, I believe. But what do they do with her? They make her unlikable, insufferable, weak. Like she can do anything. Make her human. Was just like maybe she went to some kung fu classes or something, and this is it. So let me hear your opinion. This is it for me now. I don't have anything else to say except for go watch their reviews. I have these guys, the Night Watch, this channel. I love them. Like I love watching them review the episodes. I will watch them every week, review the episodes. And I will not watch the original series. I will go back to reading the books. Will try to pick them up, step on it. I'm busy with work and everything, so I'm not making a great progress. But I will try. I will try to get the source. And if there's anything to make me wish I was filthy rich, like multi-billionaire rich in this world, there are two things. First, I want to buy off all of the lore. I want to buy the whole Tolkien estate, like all of the rights to them. And I want to give a very generous donation to Studio It, because I don't want the studio to go broke. I don't want it to close up. And maybe if I can do this, I will just give them the lore and say, adapt it. Adapt the lore from the very beginning, from the music, and let it roll, baby. Yeah, I am willing to watch an anime adaptation of The Lord of the Rings, well made anime adaptation, over watching what Amazon made. This is abomination. This is filthy abomination. Please don't watch this. Please. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.